Good morning. So this reading is for Friday, July 19th. And so what I'm doing here is just pulling a little bit to see about our past. Current energy. I'll tell you what, there is something really significant with the full moon that is about to take place. So it'll be the second full moon in the sign of Capricorn. It's going to take place on Sunday. Wow. We're at a crossroads. This is definitely some sort of pivotal moment here. What card flipped? No, nope, there we go. It feels like another instance where old structures are being torn down or things are being continuously reevaluated. It's all in our best interest, but there's something about it where it just feels like we really are being encouraged to step out of our comfort zone. Old ways of thinking, old ways of behaving, they just don't apply anymore. Whatever is happening next, it just can't be a repeat of whatever it was that we've been through or old structures that we've created for ourselves. It's a time of really breaking down barriers here, and it really is coming across. I feel it every day, and it's a little bit stronger every single day. And looking at the bottom of the deck here, Hanged Man pretty much sums up that energy, because the Hanged Man it's a pause or it's a delay, but it's also about seeing things from a different perspective. This is about, okay, if I'm walking along a path, I'm in it, I'm in the details, I'm living it day to day, but I don't really see the big picture. But if I flip everything upside down and now I can see that 30,000 foot view, what does it look like? What is it that I'm missing about this? Am I on the right path? Am I taking the right steps? So this is the reevaluating that is taking place right now. When I look at the past energy here, we have the Four of Wands, Four of Swords, and the Lovers. There's some sort of stability here connected to the past. So whether this is a relationship that ended or it was healing that needed to take place from prior relationships, something pretty significant. Could have been a marriage, could also indicate, because I'm actually picking up two different relationships here. So one could have been a marriage that ended in some sort of break that led you on a path to meet your soulmate, or it's something along the lines of, because I'm getting multiple, but the two relationships here are actually the most significant. That's the strongest feeling that I'm picking up, but this could indicate here that there's a lot of healing that's taking place from old relationships, and it's helping you get ready for something new. Whatever comes next here, you will have a choice. The Lovers is also about having a choice. And when I look at the current energy here, I'm getting the Ace of Swords. I'm getting the Page of Swords with the Knight of Wands. And I'm getting the Ace of Pentacles. So Ace of Swords is that clarity. This is making that choice. This is moving in a specific direction, recognizing the truth in a situation. That Hanged Man, things are starting to become more clear now. You can start to see, what is my path forward? Page of Swords, Knight of Wands. What steps do I need to take based on the clarity that I now have, seeing the truth of the situation? Am I speaking out about it? You could be. The pages can be messengers. And so you might be communicating something here. And it doesn't have to be this kind of billboard on a highway communication. It can be something as simple as posting something on social media. There could be something connected to, you know what, I've learned a lot about myself over the last, I'm getting 4 months, could be longer, but there's something about a shift that's taking place, and the shift is pretty strong and it feels pretty significant. With this Ace of Pentacles, it does indicate here that is the start of a long-term pattern. This is a kind of that next chapter unfolding. When I look at the future energy here, so what the universe is trying to convey here is that whatever is unfolding here, whatever the next steps are, there is a lot of balance. I'm getting a lot of inner peace with this Justice card. Even if it doesn't feel like it right now, the Nine of Swords is showing up with the Ten of Wands. This is what you're balancing out. It's any kind of fear or anxiety connected to old responsibilities, old patterns. It's about letting this stuff go. It's any kind of fears around trying something new. That's what's showing up here. And so the Justice card is here to kind of balance out the situation, kind of help guide you and help you see that you were actually holding yourself back, that whatever these structures were, they had a purpose. When you created them, whenever you started down that path, they had a meaning. that you were not wrong for doing it, but that's not what's going to carry you forward. And so you have to let go of those old ways of thinking and old ways of behaving, and maybe taking on a lot of responsibility here. And it's time to let it go, because the 9 and the 10 are both about closing cycles. The 10 is the cycle is done and over. You do not need to go back and revisit to get it out of your head. Whereas the 9 is that kind of culmination where it's time to release. So let's get some additional details here. Tell me about the 4 of Swords. I'm actually getting 2 cards on that. Wow. Okay. So with the 4 of Wands, I'm getting the Empress. So the Empress is the birth of something new here. This is some sort of transformation that's taking place. So it feels like with this specific relationship, if you're in this scenario where you're healing from an old to go after a new, one that is more aligned with what you want, this Empress energy indicates to me that a couple things, children might have been involved, but more importantly, this relationship itself transformed you. Positive or negative, there was a transformation that took place, but what's healing is something connected to that old relationship here. Definitely some sort of break or pause with that 4 of Swords, but it's a break or pause so that you can heal from something. And it's being clarified with the 6 of Pentacles and the Magician. So with the 6 of Pentacles, this is about restoring your confidence, putting a lot of faith and trust in yourself so that you can be more open and available. There was something really restrictive about this past relationship. Something here did need to change so that you could heal from it. That Empress really stepped in, because it got to a point here where you knew it was time. There was something significant about, I can't go on like this. I'm not living my best life. I'm not happy in this situation. I deserve better. And so that's what the Empress was really showing you, is that this is not something that you really wanted, or kind of opened you up to what you really want. And not necessarily that this person wasn't what you really wanted, because obviously there was a point in time where this person was what you wanted, but it's more about wherever you were going, whatever your next steps were, it's almost like you outgrew the relationship. Something about this had to change. And so the Magician energy is here with the 6 of Pentacles, because this break was necessary so that you could regain your confidence, be more open and available and generous with your time, your resources, all of those things, and really get clear on exactly what it is that you want. That Magician energy, it's about manifesting your dreams. So getting clear on it so that you can act on it. And there is some sort of union that this is all meant to prepare you for. So with the Lovers, I'm getting the Hierophant energy. Hierophant is about marriage. And so the difference between the 4 of Wands marriage versus the Hierophant marriage, because there is a difference here. 4 of Wands is more of, you can see those relationships. We all know people like this, where they spend so much time and effort on the actual wedding ceremony that they're not really invested in the marriage itself. It's more about the party. It's more about, the status and all of those different things, so that's kind of like, it's not that the marriage is meaningless, but there's more emphasis placed on the perception of the marriage versus the actual marriage itself, which is what the Hierophant and the Lovers are all about. This is an elevated relationship that is really meant to be enjoyed and really meant for the two people involved in it. It's not meant for other people to really, in a way, this one's more, it's more private. That's the word I'm trying to get out. It's more private. So let's get the Ace of Swords. Tell me about the Page of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So with the Ace of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. So what you're getting very clear on right now is what you need for your own stability. Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing type of energy. So this is something that you want to hold on to. This is nurturing yourself. It's planting the seeds. It's allowing growth to take place within you, around you. Just, you're building your future here. And so this is where you're getting very clear on the direction that you need to go and what exactly you need to do. It's coming up with a plan. With the Page of Swords and the Knight of Wands, I am getting the Death card. This is that stepping out of your comfort zone. This is the change. This is death and rebirth. It's Scorpio energy, so it's all about transformation. It's letting go of those things that just don't work for you anymore so that you can move forward in a way that aligns with what you want now, with your next steps, with your path. With the Ace of Pentacles, I'm getting the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is out here twice. Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. This 10 indicates to me that you do need to leave the past behind as you're starting this new chapter. You need to let go of all those additional burdens and responsibilities that at one point it felt really kind of noble to carry, but you don't need to do that anymore. The time for that is all behind you. You've learned the lessons. That's the other piece that I'm getting from this, is that you've already learned all of those lessons. You proved to yourself that you could handle it. You don't need to keep proving it to yourself. You've done it. Tell me about the, okay, 10 of Wands out here in future energy. This one feels significant. 2 of Swords. Yeah, so you are standing at a crossroads. We all kind of are right now. But the piece that's confusing about where we're going is it's the anxiety. It's the unknown that we're kind of stepping into. That's clouding our vision right now. We're not able to see the path clearly because we're in this period of trying to let go, and it's a little bit of resistance on letting that go. And so it's really hard to see the path forward when you're looking backward. And so with the Justice, I'm getting the Lovers. So really, really positive here. So this relationship, whether it's an actual relationship that came to fruition in the past, or it's something that's about to unfold here, there's something really balanced about this. This feels very intentional. With this Justice card, only because it's showing up with the Hierophant, this could indicate a marriage, because justice, I mean, it's justice, it's courts, could be some sort of marriage contract as well. With the 9 of Swords, I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune. Things are moving in your favor. It does require you to really kind of step out of your comfort zone. It's hard to see that right now, but this Jupiter energy is going to clear up this anxiety, this fear around the unknown. You're going to start to see things play out in a way that matters to you, that you're going to notice. It's going to feel really good to you. And that's going to help alleviate some of the fear and the anxiety of letting go of this kind of unknown territory. With the 10 of Wands, King of Wands, and what this is also helping to do, King of Wands energy, it's take some sort of action here to really put this behind you, let go of all of these burdens, all of these responsibilities that you just don't need anymore. These are things that are done. You don't need to keep going back and revisiting. What's interesting here is the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter energy. So it's the ruler of Sagittarius. It's also the ruler of Pisces. King of Wands is also fire energy, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So there are actions that you're taking here in the future energy. These are intentional actions, and it's meant to remove kind of the past from impeding your future. So this is the reading for Friday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.